how to get 3 kills without dying 10 times in Black Ops 6 for any weapon that has a challenge, whether it be an assault rifle, SMG, etc. This is the video for you. I've seen a bunch of dark matter camo guide videos, but no one has made a video just for this specific challenge. Now I've got all my ARs, Diamond, Model L, aka XM4, etc. I love the AS Val, whatever. So this video is going to be split up into 3 parts, okay? 3 parts. One is going to be talking about a class setup. That's part 1. Part 2 is talking about maps, what you should play, what you should not play. And then part 3 is going to be talking about gameplay strategy, how you should play on the map, and what you're looking for to get to 3 kills without dying 10 times. So let's get into it. Part 1, class setups. What can you do in every single class setup that will help you complete the challenge? Here we go. First things first, let's talk about attachments. We are looking at vertical and horizontal recoil control, aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, aiming idle sway, flinch resistance, and then 4 damage range, okay? So optic, whatever you want, whatever you're comfortable with. Compensator for a muzzle, very, very good. 3 bars for vertical recoil control. Long barrel, very good for damage range. We do not care about headshot multiplier or bullet velocity. Those really aren't as impactful as you think. Precision foregrip is great because it's aiming idle sway and horizontal recoil control. Aiming idle sway is when your gun just kind of moves back and forth like this. Super annoying. We want to eliminate that as much as possible. Moving on. Fast mag, extended mag, flip mag. That's all up to you, okay? That's all up to you, your preference. If you're someone that likes to run and gun, you know, you're always moving, fast mag and flip mag are probably your best choices. If you're someone that likes to camp on a head glitch, you like to pre-aim and hold corners the whole time, then extended mag is probably your best bet. Rear grip, for that aim down sight speed, sprint to fire speed, commando grip is very good. And then the heavy stock for that flinch resistance, when you get shot and your gun goes like this, we try to eliminate that as much as possible so you can win more gunfights. I'm not really picking any of these lasers because I'm using a reflex, but if I had to pick, I'd probably use this one, the target laser, if you have it. Rapid fire or recoil springs are your best bet. Depends on the gun you're using because we love the vertical recoil control. Of course, rapid fire is great if you're good enough to control your recoil. All right, so that's that for attachments. Now, what about perks? All right, everyone, now let's talk about perks. You're probably wondering, why am I using Dispatcher and Bankroll? Well, I'm going to tell you why, okay? Because Dispatcher, hint, by the way, hint, we're going to be playing on NUKETOWN. So score streaks are allowed, streaks are allowed. This is going to help you, promise. So you get reduced score costs for non-lethal score streaks. So UAV, counter UAV, scout pulse, okay? And then Bankroll, you start each life with plus 150. Okay, super, super good. So if I were you, come to your score streaks, enable scout pulse, UAV, counter UAV, because once you have all these up, you are going to be looping your score streaks like nothing. Remember, UAV helps you see enemies on the map, and counter UAV prevents your enemies from seeing you on the map. So it's very important for this challenge specifically. And then if you don't want to use gunfighter, you can use perk greed. And then I would recommend for your perk greed to use a 3rd green perk, because strategist allows you to earn a score bonus for doing stuff on the objective, killing enemy equipment, etc. You see equipment through walls. That extra bonus you get from destroying enemy equipment and such helps you loop your scout pulse, your UAV, your counter UAV so much faster. You guys can loop score streaks like nothing, which will help you complete this challenge because you can see where enemies are. Part 2, which maps you should play and should not play and why. Pay attention. Here we go. So first off, you should play domination and or hardpoint. Please do not play TDM and do not play kill confirmed or free for all. You want to play game modes where you know where the enemy is going to spawn, so it helps you get 3 kills without dying rather than the spawns flipping, you get shot in the back and you got to start over. Domination and hardpoint are your best bet 100%. Now, if you wanted to play a hardcore, it's a double-edged sword. I don't recommend it because you die in 1 bullet rather in core. If you do get shot in the back for whatever reason, you can run away, stim, whatever it may be. So core, hardpoint, domination, your best bet. Or face-off mosh pit. I would only recommend you play Warhead because, you know, you have so many powerful spots to stand in. You know, the shack in the back, the bus, inside the house, you know, head glitching. There's so much head glitches that you can abuse to your advantage. Warhead is the best. Stakeout, pit, do not have good spawns whatsoever. Too much flipping, too hectic. And then Gala is just way too many lines of sight. So if you choose face-off mosh pit, please only play Warhead. Lastly, the one I recommend 100% is to play NUKETOWN 24/7, where you get domination, hardpoint. The games are consistent. You know where the enemy's spawning. It's a 3-lane map. Very, very simple. Not too many lines of sight compared to the maps we have now. NUKETOWN 24/7 is your best bet, and I'm going to show you why in part 3. Here we go. Part 3, let's talk strategy and tips that will help you complete this challenge on any map of your choice, just in case you don't pick Nuketown. All right, so I want you to pay close attention to how I'm positioning myself on the map, how I'm using the environment, the objective, the fencing, buildings, whatever it may be. Notice how I'm using that to my advantage, but also listen to what I'm about to say, because I'm not going to focus too much on the gameplay itself, but more so how I'm playing in general. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about: power positions. Now you may ask, okay, what are power positions? Power positions are essentially spots on the map where you can camp or position yourself that make the enemies have a very tough time killing you. So in other words, think of spots on the map where enemies camp and you have a tough time killing them. They're being pesty, they're really annoying. That's where I want you to position yourself. Put yourself in areas where enemies are going to run at you or run by you, where you definitely have the gunplay advantage over them. Okay, simple enough. The second thing is really having the awareness of if you're playing hardpoint or domination. Like I mentioned back in part 2, you have to understand how to play around the objective. You have to understand that people are going to run in, so you need to be constantly moving, but also use that to your advantage, right? Because if you know that enemies are going to be running into the objective or around the objective, place yourself around that, right? You don't have to be inside the objective. You can flank around, play around it, and just, use that to your advantage, right? And then know the spawns. So in this clip specifically, I know my enemies are behind me, so they're still going to spawn in front of me here. So I get like 4 or 5 kills here just because I had the map awareness to know, okay, my teammates are spawning behind me, so they have to still be in front of me. Okay? Hopefully that helps. And again, like I said about the score streak stuff, I think in this one specifically, I get like 5 kills, but then watch the score feed right there where I start to get a lot of score. You see I get my streaks, I'm getting assists, UAV revealed assists, I'm getting 565 points for getting like 4 kills, and I loot my streaks, right? So that gets you your scout pulls, your UAV, your Camo UAV. Now, if you missed that portion where I talked about your perks and how important they are, go back to part 1 of this video, please. Okay? And then from here, I guess I'll talk about gameplay, really see how I'm looking and using the power positions to my advantage. I'm camping. Yes, I'm camping, but I know enemies are going to be coming towards me because I'm in the power position. Again, another diamond camo. For this one, I'm looking at a line of sight because it's a power position. Not many enemies can come and kill me because I'm in a good spot. And then I push up, and then I get to another position. Clear line of sight. Wait. Look at this one. Okay, I can't win that gunfight. I go away. Look at another line of sight. Boom. There's my 3 kills again. It's not so much rocket science, but more patience and understanding the flow of the map. You have to understand the flow of the game, right? Domination or hardpoint, they play differently, but if you understand where the spawns are, you can kind of play around it, right? Don't make it too hard on yourself. If you guys need more help, please let me know down below. Tried my best to give you guys some tips, the power positions, map awareness, streaks. Use it all to your advantage, okay? And then make sure to like and subscribe if this helped you. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.